I could say that the first day that I went to work out, my confidence was 0. I didn't think I could do any of the workouts. But now I think even Coach Marcy, my coach at Contra Loma, she noticed a big difference in my confidence levels. She's just like, "You're getting more confident, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, I think I'm really just getting the hang of it." And I instead of telling myself I can't do this, I say, "Okay, I could try doing the best I can, and maybe I won't be as good as these other super fit people, but at least I could do my best and just keep going."
You always got to be in competition with yourself at the end of the day.
Just don't compare yourself to others.
Exactly, because then that's how you get in a downward spiral. And like, you don't know the journey that they're on. You don't know things that they're struggling with.
Yeah.
So it's literally just be there for people, have people be there for you, and just be your own competition at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the Fit Body Bootcamp is awesome for that because everyone's there for the same reason. They want to be fit, they want to be healthy, and they cheer you along the way.
Welcome to Beyond the Scale, the show where everyday heroes share their stories on how they turn their lives around for the healthier. I'm Coach Brittany, and today I have a special guest, Emily McCutcheon, on with us. Thank you for coming out today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So before we get into anything about you and your story, we're going to play a game called Rapid Fire, okay?
Okay.
Basically, just going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer the quickest thing you can think of.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. What's your spirit animal?
Ooh.
I know, started off tough.
Well, actually, I think it's a cat because they like to sleep, but also, I don't know, everybody likes to give them attention, and I like attention. So.
And they're majestical.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?
I would want to go to, I think, Paris. I really want to go to
Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite memory?
My favorite memory is when I went to a One Republic concert with my cousins. It was awesome.
Yes. I love concerts.
Yes.
What has been your biggest achievement?
Well, since I'm here, I would say me losing 50 pounds since August.
Congratulations.
Yes,
I mean, that's huge.
Yes.
August? That's big.
Yeah, thank you.
What's one thing you're looking forward to in 2019?
I really want to be able to do 30 push-ups on my feet. So I'm working towards that. Right now, I think I could do 20 or 25.
Oh, okay, you're almost there then.
Almost.
All right. And it's still early in the year, so.
Yeah, so maybe more than that.
There you go. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, How to Train Your Dragon. The third one's coming out soon. I really like that movie.
Okay. Who's your inspiration?
Well, recently, and of course, my mom, because she's been really such an amazing person to look up to because she always tells me, like, keep going, you got this. And just to see her transformation, she's also lost 45 pounds now. So just to see her, it's just, it makes me always want to, I don't know, attain to be that.
Awesome. Which we just had her on the show a while back. So
yeah.
If you guys want to hear her story, make sure you check out that episode. But yeah, we're going to talk more about your personal journey today. Yeah. And lastly, what's your life motto?
All you could do is your best. So I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, and so whenever I make even the smallest of mistakes, this is something my mom helped me with too. I have to tell myself, all I could do is my best. It might not be perfect, but that's all I can do right now.
Okay. So that concludes Rapid Fire. You survived. Now it's time to learn more about you and this journey that you've been on since August. So 50 pounds, like you mentioned.
Yes.
That is a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
We definitely want to get into how you did it, how you stuck to your goals. But where were you at before you started at Fit Body Bootcamp?
Well, before I started Fit Body Bootcamp, I was at my heaviest, and for my whole life, I've been heavy. I never was the skinny petite girl, and so up until I want to say middle school, I kind of told myself, oh, whenever I get to high school and college, I'll lose weight. I could do this. Like, I'll be one of those girls that could be skinny. But especially during high school, I had depression, and so I turned to food for comfort. And that was my most weight gain. And then college with the all-you-can-eat buffet and the stress of all the classes and being by myself, that made me gain even more weight. So before Fit Body Boot Camp, I didn't know what to do. Well, I did, but I didn't have the motivation to change. I thought to myself, I'm going to be heavy the rest of my life. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm just going to love food forever, and I can't change that. So up until that point, I was my heaviest.
Okay. And now you mentioned having depression. So
Yes.
Do you think that came about because you were realizing you were at your heaviest, or do you think the depression, or do you think the weight gain came on because of the depression?
I think the depression caused me to gain
Because
a
that
lot
caused
of
you to
weight.
keep eating. And...
Yeah, like I would eat not even when I was hungry. I would eat when I was bored. I would eat when I'm sad. I would eat just whenever. And so because of that, it caused me to gain a lot of weight.
Got it. Why do you think you were eating from your emotions? Like, why do you think your emotions were causing you to eat no matter what those emotions were?
I think it was especially because it wasn't just me eating anything. I wanted the sugar. I wanted the carbs. I wanted, to eat the muffins and the donuts. It wasn't, oh, I want to eat a salad today. No, I wanted something that made me feel fulfilled or happy, and the sugar made me feel happy.
It gives you that like
It
short
just
time like high almost like
and because of sugar, it made me even more hungry. So I'd keep on eating it over and over again, and I didn't know how to stop. And so, yeah, I think it was just I turned to sugar for that.
Okay. And now you mentioned you got to a point where you're like, you know what, that's it. I'm just going to be the heavy girl. That's me.
Yes.
What made you what caused you to get to that decision that kind of basically for a little while, I'm assuming, lost hope in being able to be the person that you want to be?
So I was somewhat in denial of how much weight I had gained. I would look in the mirror, and even though I kept on having to go out and buy bigger pant sizes, I would think, no one could really tell. Like, it's just a couple of pounds, right? And so I would tell myself it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal, until at my heaviest, I was a size 18, and I would have to buy clothes out of the plus size section, and I just thought to myself, like, this is it. I can't lose weight for some reason. I don't know what to do. I can't just stop eating, because that's what I heard up until that point. People are like, go on a diet. Well, how can I go on a diet? Like, it just doesn't work for me. I can't lose the food. I love it too much. And so that's kind of why I just didn't know what to do.
Okay. And so then you find Fit Body. What made you even consider going in the first place?
Well, my mom and my dad, they started doing it for a work thing. Like, my dad's work was just like, let's do this. And they were originally doing it, and they actually talked about it in front of me, and I never said, oh, I want to do that. They were the ones that offered me. They're saying, it's $250, but if you lose the 20 pounds, then we'll give you the $250. Like, they'll pay for me and also give me the money if I win it. So up until that point, that was a really big motivator, because a broke college student, of course, paid free $250. And so I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll try it. I'm not expecting anything. If anything, I'll just quit after the first week if it doesn't work out, because I hate working out. But after the first week with the meal plan and the working out, it definitely kicked my butt, and I definitely wanted to give up. But my mom was just like, no, it's $250, $250.
That song, right?
Yes. And so I was just like, what, fine. I just survived. I could do this. I'll just do one more week. Let's see what happens. And after 1 or 2 weeks, I had lost 5 to 7 pounds already. And so when I saw those results, that's when I was just like, okay, I could do this for another 4 weeks. Let's see what happens. And then by the end of the 6 weeks, I lost 21 pounds. I got the money back, but at that point, the money didn't even matter. It was just the feeling of, wow, I really just lost that much weight in just 6 weeks. Out of my whole life. I never even expected that. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. So I want to know, your very first workout, what did you feel inside like when you were about to hit the mats and start working out? What were your emotions? What were your thoughts?
Well, when I saw the warm-up, there was For some reason, Coach Marcy, she wanted to freak me out. She had these 2 huge tires, and I was just like, are we going to lift those? Because my arms are noodles. I can't do anything. But she was just like, listen to your body, because I was really pushing myself even during the warm-up. I thought I had to be the Hulk or something and just work the hardest out of everyone. So I was already breathing really fast. My face was getting red, and Marcy was just like, slow down. You don't have to be the best right now. Just listen to your body. Don't pass out. I mean, if you do, I'll be here. And so I slowed down, and then she demonstrated each of the station's workouts, and I thought to myself, okay, I could try. I'll do the modified version, but I'll do like the extreme modified version, and we'll see what goes from there. So definitely the first day afterwards, the soreness, I was just I cannot move. I think it was leg day that day, so like I could not even go down the stairs. I was just, my legs were shaking all over the place. But yes.
What got you back in even feeling that sore?
Yeah, why would I go back the second day to torture myself again? Well, my mom was just like, no, you have to work out again in order to get rid of that soreness. Otherwise, it'll just get worse. Yep. So I said, okay, fine, I'll go again. And then I went again and again and again. And as the weeks went on, the workouts, it became something that I was improving rather than me feeling sore every single time and no improvement. My muscles started showing up in my arms and my legs, and the workouts became something where I didn't just focus on the burn in my legs, I focused on how I felt afterwards. I'd feel light and like I could do anything and strong. And so that's why I kept on going back, just because that feeling, it really felt nice.
Because as much as you, even people that have been on fitness journeys for so long and they're like super fit and everything, there's still days everyone struggles to make it to the gym.
Yeah.
But I swear there's not one time I've ever heard someone say that they regret working out. Like you always feel great.
It's always on the way there. You're just like, oh my goodness, I cannot do this. But as soon as you get into it and by the end of it, you're just like, I'm really glad I went.
Yeah. So how often do you work out now?
I try to go 4 times a week, sometimes 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you find yourself, for the most part, do you find yourself enjoying getting to the workout, or do you dread it?
Now I really like it, especially because Coach Marcy, she likes to push me a lot. And so whenever I'm trying to cut corners, like with doing push-ups or whatever, not going all the way down, she's like, Emily, I don't see you going all the way down. You better do those push-ups right. And I'll be like, okay, fine. But yeah, I really like doing them now, except for cardio. That's what I really have to work on.
Okay. But I like that you mentioned that, like, so even though it's a boot camp setting, because I know too when I go to boot camp, like certain days, like I'm beat. And so like I try to cut corners too sometimes.
When the coach isn't looking.
Yeah, and you think they're not looking, and then like, boom, they catch you, and like, oh crap, and you got to keep going.
You're just called out in front of everyone.
Yeah, and that's what I love. Like, you still get that personal training type of feel, but yet you're in a group setting. Not only is it cheaper than personal training, but also you get the friendly feeling with everyone. Yeah. You get that motivation. I love walking around giving everyone high fives in between.
Yes,
stuff.
Or even after. We always give each other high fives. That's awesome.
Exactly. So what about your nutrition now? You started with a challenge, right? So
yes.
There was probably a meal plan that you followed.
Yes.
How did you work on sticking to that meal plan when you were so used to eating sugars and carbs and enjoyed that type of food?
Well, what worked for me is with the meal plans, it had you eat every 2 hours and in smaller portions. And at first, it kind of freaked me out how small the portions were. I didn't think it was going to fill me up. And the first week, it really didn't because the sugar was still in my system and telling me I needed more food.
Right.
But after that, I think once it becomes a routine, then it doesn't feel so much as you're on a diet, or it's just more now, oh, this is what I have. This is what I'm going to eat every day. And so it becomes a routine and you do it. It didn't really seem like I was on a diet.
Yeah, I hate that word diet. Like, it's just healthy eating, but I like that. So every 2 hours, the smaller proportions, that not only helps curb the food cravings, but it also increases your metabolism. So eating small portions like that actually benefits you a lot. So I'm sure you saw a lot of results out of that.
Yes.
So did you ever find yourself either out with friends or family or just in the house, like having, oh, I just want to get that piece of candy or those chips or anything, any temptations
Of
like that?
course. Well, in our house, my mom was just like, we're not going to have any sugar. There's no temptations. Like, even my dad, no, you are not having that ice cream carton in the freezer. That is trash. But whenever I did go out to hang out with friends, they were just like, let's have pizza, let's have cookies and everything. And I was starving, especially like at 10 o'clock at night whenever I'm not going to eat anything. And everybody else is eating pizza and they're saying, hey, Emily, you want a piece? And I have to smell it and I have to be like, no, I don't.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
So it is hard. But once you get into the habit of saying no, then your friends start to see like, maybe, okay, I see she's not gonna eat this. Let's not even offer her that and give her that temptation. They'll like kind of hold the smell to themselves, hopefully.
See,
and be
that's
nice
good.
about it. So yeah, it depends on what your friends are, like if they're nice or not.
If they're your true friends or
If
not,
they're your
right?
true friends, yeah.
So, I mean, even doing that, being that strong in front of your friends, first off, is a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
So more power to you for that. But secondly, having those true friends that are going to like hold you off from smelling it, not offer it anymore because they know the journey that you're on and they support you is awesome.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Have you seen any changes in your friends in either like health, fitness, in any type of way from seeing you and your journey?
Well, a couple of my friends were already doing their own diets, not necessarily what I was doing. But whenever they saw me and they would be like, Emily, you look smaller. Like, what's going on? I'd say, I'm working out. I have a new diet. And they'd be like, oh, man, I really got to start doing that. And so they would see me doing that. And instead of eating 2 slices of pizza, they'd be like, okay, I guess I'll just have 1 since Emily's being, like, so perfect right now. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of a change. But other than that, it's really just me and my mom that really makes me keep going. Okay. It's not really my friends.
So you go from labeling yourself as going to be heavy forever.
Yes.
To starting this journey, losing weight within the first couple weeks, and then your friends are noticing that you're getting smaller. When they give you those compliments, like, how do you feel awesome. Inside? Like, how does that feel?
On the outside, I seem a little bit, I'm just like, oh, thank you. But on the inside, I'm just like, yes.
Jumping for
like,
joy,
okay. So, yes, it's an awesome feeling. And not just friends, but family, too.
Everyone, yeah.
Because my family, I only see them every other month or whatever, so they see a bigger difference. So they're just like, okay, Emily, I see you. Why? You're like, I'm hugging you, but there's less of you to hug now. And so, yes, it's awesome.
And now, how do you feel like your confidence and self-esteem have changed from being on this journey?
Well, I could say that the first day that I went to work out, my confidence was 0. I didn't think I could do any of the workouts. But now, I think even Coach Marcy, my coach at Conchaloma, she noticed a big difference in my confidence levels. She's just like, you're getting more confident, aren't you? I said, yeah, I think I'm really just getting the hang of it. And I instead of telling myself I can't do this, I say, okay, I could try doing the best I can, and maybe I won't be as good as these other super fit people, but at least I could do my best and just keep going.
You always got to be in competition with yourself at the end of the day.
Just don't compare yourself to others.
Exactly, because then that's how you get in a downward spiral. And like, you don't know the journey that they're on. You don't know things that they're struggling with.
Yeah.
So it's literally just be there for people, have people be there for you, and just be your own competition at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the Fit Body Bootcamp is awesome for that because everyone's there for the same reason. They want to be fit, they want to be healthy, and they cheer you along the way. So that's a really good thing.
Yeah, it's really supportive, right? It doesn't matter what location I've been in. Like, I've been in tons of locations, and it's always that same feel every time. And I love that community.
Yeah, and even on the first day that I went, I've been to the gym before, like up in, I think, senior year. I was trying to go to the gym for maybe a week to be fit for the senior ball. And
like, now is this like a regular gym, like a
24-hour fitness?
Got it.
But when I went, I felt like there were people looking at me, and I didn't feel comfortable doing anything like crazy, like doing all the things that we do at Fit Body. But when I was at Fit Body, I didn't think anyone was looking at me. Everyone was just focused on themselves. No one's trying to judge you for how many
Right.
push-ups you could do, except for maybe Marcy. She tries to like push you harder. But yeah, that's what I noticed, a huge difference.
I like that. And now the 30 minutes a day, like, did you ever question, like, 30 minutes, what is that going to do for
Yes,
me?
even my friends question, they ask me, so how long have you been working out? It's just 30 minutes. What? Are you kidding me? So yes, at first I didn't believe it, but oh man,
They
you
kick
would
your
not
butt.
believe what you can do with 30 minutes. It's crazy.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you're in a set and like 20 seconds feels so long.
Yes.
But at the end of but then it's also like, well, I could do anything for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you're like, oh, I'm at the last station. We're done. Cool. Like I just worked my butt off. So what are some goals that you have now? I know you're in the middle of the New Year, New You challenge, right?
Yes.
So what's your ultimate goal for the New Year, New You challenge?
Well, I said to myself, well, I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I want to lose another 20 pounds at least in 8 weeks. And so far, I've lost 13 to 15 pounds in the 4 weeks.
Congratulations.
So I think I could do it. But it's not just about the scale or the numbers, because I know whenever you gain muscle, sometimes that actually increases your weight.
Yes.
So instead of focusing more on that, I'm focusing more on what I could do during the workouts. So I'm trying to increase whenever I do the bicep curls. I do 12 pounds right now. I'm trying to increase it to 15 at least. And like I said, trying to do 30 push-ups on my feet. So the little challenges and like those kinds of things, that's what I'm trying to work my way up to. Just be stronger and healthier.
I like that. I like that because it's fitness, along with so many other things in life, it's not like a flip of a switch. It's not like you go work out for a week and like, I'm the fittest person ever. I could lift 50 pounds or whatever the case is.
You work your way up to it.
It's like a dimmer switch, so you work your way up, little steps at a time, little challenges, little
I
goals.
started at 8 pounds and now I'm at 12. So
Exactly.
it really just, you gradually increase your weight and then you could do anything.
Right. So would you say fitness and health, like eating right, working out, is like a lifestyle for you now?
Oh yeah, of course. I think what I'm doing right now, the New Year, New You challenge, I'm doing it because it just adds an extra motivation. Like I'm more accountable. Oh, they're going to weigh me after 8 weeks. I better like stick to this. But even after I stopped the Drop Pounds Get Paid, I think it was November, December, I still was losing weight because I kept on going to the workouts and I kept on sticking to the meal plan. So even after this challenge, I don't think it should just be, oh, I'm on a challenge, so I'm doing all this. Like I just stick to it and keep going until I reach my appropriate weight that I want. And then maybe I'm not as severe on the calorie counting, but I'm still eating the good foods, like the healthy foods. I'm not eating junk after I lose weight because then I'll just gain it all back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's got to become a lifestyle. That's why crash diets never work. That's why, because it has to become a lifestyle in order for you to get it off and keep it off.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to keep it off.
Yeah. So, I mean, this New Year, New You challenge and the gala is coming up. I really hope we get to see you there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a ball. So, yeah, like you said, the challenges, I think challenges are good just to really dial in and get refocused.
Yeah.
But it's important to, continue eating healthy and working out. You can always have those cheat meals depending on, what type of person you are. Sometimes you need those balances in life.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think, like you mentioned, challenges are just really there to help you dial in and just get strict about stuff for like that 6 weeks or that 8 weeks, whatever it is, to help get you to the next level. And then you just keep working. You always got to keep setting goals for yourself.
Just keep going up the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. One at a time, right?
Yeah.
So what does living beyond the scale mean to you, Emily?
Well, what we were talking about with it's not just about the challenge or the numbers. It's about staying fit and being healthy. So I've seen some posts on Facebook where people are like, I've gained weight and I've been putting all this effort into it. And I don't think you should focus just on the numbers. Think about how you feel after a workout or eating healthy. It's not just about the numbers. So I would say that's what it means.
And I love that you brought that point up because it's so true. The more you work out, obviously, you've seen, the more muscle you gain.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, muscle weighs more than fat. So you may be losing fat, gaining muscle, and the scale just barely looks like it's moving. Either you're gaining weight, losing a little, but really you've lost so much more.
Yeah.
And gained the muscle. But it's all about what we what we like to call non-scale victories. So feeling how you feel, feeling stronger.
Yeah, and it
Getting those
really is
compliments.
true. It's not just saying that. Like, it really, like, once you really do it, you feel amazing.
I know it sounds so cliche, like when you hear other people say it until you're
Yeah,
in it.
because I didn't even believe it. I was just like, no, these are just the really healthy people. They're just saying that to be all cliche. But once you do it, then you're just like, okay, maybe they're onto something.
Right? Exactly. Well, I want to thank you so much for being on, sharing your story. I'm so excited how much you've lost. I'm excited to see how much you end up losing.
Yes, me
and
too.
Continuing, on this journey. So, is there anything that you want to give to our listeners, whether it be advice, words of encouragement, for them to continue on their own fitness journeys?
Well, for me, I would say I do feel discouraged whenever I weigh myself and I weigh more than the previous day. So I would say don't focus so much on that and just focus on being healthy and just take one step at a time. Quitting will not make it better. Just keep going.
So for those of you that want to work out with Emily and her mom, make sure you check out Conchaloma Fit Body Bootcamp. If you may not be in that area, go to fitbodybootcamp.com to find a location near you and claim your 3 free workouts. Until next time.